Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're talking all about car boot etiquette and the unwritten rules. So get your thinking caps on and we'll get there shortly. See you in a second. Oh, caught me off guard. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Cookie and Hayden's. I'm Car Boot Chris, and it's another Monday night. These bloody Monday nights, they come around quickly, don't they? Jesus Christ. Yeah, welcome to the show. We've got loads to talk about tonight. The main subject is car boot etiquette, as suggested by 8-Bit H Hutch on last week's show. He came up with a good idea, so I thought we'd have that as tonight's episode. I can hear some of you saying, Chris, why are we not talking about the eBay Open tonight? Well, we might touch on it later, but I've got a video out tomorrow with my top 10 tips that came out of the eBay Open. So that's on a separate video, but we can talk about it a bit later on if you want. Anyway, listen, you need to get your hellos in the chat. Belle's not here. I'll tell you why in a minute. And yeah, get your hellos in because we're going to do 2 minutes of hellos. You've got to beat Chris to the bottom. Let's get the music lined up. Come on, get your hellos in, especially if you're new here. If you've never ever said hello, you need to do it tonight of all nights. Definitely say hello. I'm going to just line up the track. Here we go. Right, you've got to beat me to the bottom of the chat. Here we go. I am going to highlight names though, so mine takes a bit longer. Welcome to Helen, Deborah Nardone, Armsy, the Fluffy Muffin, Alan Starbucks, Lisa. We've also got the Monkey Thrifter. Olivia is here. Ella, Paul Baker, welcome to you. Once Loved Treasures, a Brummy Time Lord, the Tap Peddler, Derek, Emsden UK, Les Wilkins. It's not letting me highlight names now. Tommy Lee, the Secret Carper, Richard, welcome. Georgie, welcome. What else we got? Left-handed Hummingbird, Jason Entwistle, Sty. Good evening to you. Kevin Hawthorne in Florida, Bills and Moon. We've got Jeff as well, who's Rallywood. Just Rally, isn't it? Have I said Deborah Nardone or Sardine? Yeah, Life in the First Lane from Spain. Limelight Vinty. We've also, who else have we got? Come on, Chris. Flogsome Togs, Nafanify, George's Treasure Shed, Silver Wolf. Chris Tyler, welcome as well. Oh, you won Lammy's Duck Race, the original Duck Race. Well done, Chris. Maybe you can make it 2 in a row tonight. Kev Smith is here, GT Pre-Love. Hello everybody, welcome all to the show. Cartoon Head is here, Del Boy Dan, We've also got Hillary Rhodes. We've got Guaz. Who else have we got? Greg is here. Belle's Cozy Corner, the plush lady. JJ Jess, Scouse Dan. James F. Kerry on Facebook, welcome. I think that's the end. Janie Vu's here. Aaron Sells. Dippin Williams. Flipping L. GW. G double. Kerry on Facebook. Woo woo. That's the end. 2 minutes is gone. 2 minutes flies by. I can't even speak tonight. Let's have a brew. 2 minutes flies by. Steel Wolf Car Boot Hunter, welcome as well. If you've not checked out the Steel Wolf's channel, feel free to go check out. Bumcrack is here to do some admin duties. Thank you so much, Bumcrack. Been around for donkey's years around all our channels. Was around when it was Nick and Z and ads. The OGs. Oh, Kimmy Kitty, welcome. So I'm still going RS. I'm just making sure I don't miss anybody really. Ian G. Shabba's there as well. Kath, officially better at the hellos than Chris. You mean better? Oh, Kathy, yeah. I see she's just put loads of names in there. Well done, Kathy. Guzzy says, good evening from a campsite in Glastonbury. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Well, I hope you're sleeping well in your campsite. And you've had a nice hot chocolate. Cozying up for the night, watching Car Boot Chris. There's a thought for you. Oh, I call Rallywood to make it sound like we are famous. Oh, I get you. I didn't get that at all, Jeff. It's a British thing. Didn't get it. But I get it now. Hi, Cheap Charlie. This is a common joke now, this. Mike and Francis are in. Welcome, guys. Richard Payne as well. AA. Lisa says, anyone good with American jerseys? It won't let me list a jersey under ice hockey memorabilia. That's a bit weird, Lisa. You could just try listing it under because there's another option. It's just like sporting goods, ice hockey jerseys or clothing, something like that. Try listing it in that category instead. I've listed some ice hockey jerseys in the last couple of weeks, so shouldn't be a problem. What else we got here? I remember Bumcrack over on Steve and Steph's channel. I think Steve enjoyed saying the name. Oh, really? Wow, Bumcrack, you got famous there on Steve and Steph's channel. Well, they are big YouTubers. I feel quite honoured that Bumcrack is mixing with the big names on YouTube. George's Treasure Shed. I uploaded a video on Sunday. I've earned £1,000 from dumpster diving and also donated £200 to charity. Oh, nice one, George. I've not seen that one yet. I will put it on my watch list. Let's see if we can get down the chat. If anyone's got anything interesting to say, then please put it in the chat. Jeff says, I went to a... Yes. Nice, yeah. They're always fighting, aren't they? Always fighting at ice hockey. Why is that? Part of the fun. See what you buys in. Welcome. It says it's not a leaf category. Are you trying to sell similar from something like in the US or something like that? Because sometimes the categories are slightly different, like different names or different routes. So it might be that you can't do that sell similar and you just got to start the category search from scratch using UK categories. Try that. Oh, Silver Wolf got my stuff. Excellent, Wolf. Thank you very much. We're back on Whatnot on Wednesday. It's going to be Whatnot Wednesday this week, if anyone out there is interested. Georgie said, did everyone who went to the eBay Open enjoy the eBay Open? Yes, I enjoyed it, Georgie. I tell you what, Georgie, when we first came in, obviously we spotted you going up the stairs and gave you a wave. Sorry, I got itchy nose. Letter in the post or something, innit? We gave you a wave going up to the stairs, me and Belle. But then I don't remember you seeing you anywhere else. Are you sure you didn't disappear? Because I was planning on saying hello when I saw you next. I didn't see you. I don't think I saw you again. I can't remember. But yeah, I saw loads of people. It was good. I enjoyed it. We've got a video coming out tomorrow. Just with the 10 things that I took away from the eBay Open. Some of it you'll know already, but some of it might be interesting enough. So I just got my little bowl. My little bowl of marshmallows. I do like these little marshmallows. It makes you feel like you're being naughty, but there's like 0.1 of a calorie in each one. Oh, Janie Vu says, don't be mistaken. Guzzy isn't camping in a tent, but our caravan, and he's drinking later, not hot chocolate. Okay. Well, have a good time, whatever you're doing. Maximus is in. Thank you, Maximus, for your prize last week, the Back to the Future Ducks. Much appreciated. That was a great prize. Hope you're all good. Did Del Boy get his quacker? I hope so. I've not heard from him, but I assume he did. Well, yeah, I mean, the hair kind of gives it away a bit. But I didn't see you again. Maybe we were in like different rooms, like, you know, like because you could choose what rooms to go to or something. Oh no. Oh, Georgie, have you put a video out from the Open? I have to go and have a look at that. Yeah, I saw that, Derek. Hope you had a good time at the eBay Gum Open. Oh, I've not seen anything about this, Mike and Francis. I've not seen anything about these floods. Yeah, maybe. Oh, Tea Cake said he's noticed loads of newbies this year with no clue about boot sale etiquette. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Georgie used someone else's ticket. Ah, naughty. Hi, Chris. Yeah, I was in for most of John's live. He don't go live very often, so it was good to see a nice daytime live. Yes, basically, yeah. I'll show that. Okay, I'm going to start off with this straight off the bat.
Oh no.
Hang on. Once you stop on these, you can't. Once you start, you can't stop. So Belle's not here now. Last week she said she was working, and it wasn't a lie because she's supposed to be working tonight. But tonight's oh no is that our lovely Belle has been struck down with the dreaded COVID. We think that she picked it up from the eBay Open. So I'm wondering who's been passing around COVID at the eBay Open. But she's laid up in bed at the minute. She's been in bed on and off, you know, since Friday, since we got back. So, yeah, she's not been feeling great. I think she felt a little bit better today. Her temperature went down a bit. We only tested today. So, well, she only tested today. I haven't even tested. I haven't got a test until tomorrow. But she only tested today, so we only found out. So, you know, I don't know if I've got it or not, but I feel okay. But we'll see. Hopefully, in the next few days she'll improve. But she's definitely had it since Friday because she was really starting to feel unwell on Friday. So hopefully, fingers crossed. It's the first time she's had it, as far as we're aware. But I'm gonna have to take a test tomorrow because we've been cohabiting for the last 3 or 4 days. So she's been coughing and spluttering all over me. So if I haven't got it, it'll be a miracle. That's Pringles, not marshmallows. Yeah, yeah. Get well soon to Belle. Yeah, that would have been better, wouldn't it? I didn't even think of it, but I think Santa came up with that line as well. Yeah, fingers crossed she gets better soon. Oh, thank you, Belle. That's nice. It was a nice photo. It went downhill from there because she weren't well after that. Cheers, all. She's not even watching this. She's got her head down and she's in bed. She had 2 spoonfuls of mash for tea and then call it a day. She didn't want any more. Shabba's had it 3 times. Bloody hell. Lots of people saying get well soon. Thank you. I will let her know that you've passed on your best wishes. Exactly that. We've got a box coming tomorrow. Belle gets them for free because she's on the at-risk list. So she'd ordered a box at the weekend, so they should arrive tomorrow, and then I can at least have a test, and then she can test for the rest of the week. Belle needs a bell. She can ring to summon Car Boot Chris for anything she needs. Pillow, fluffing, foot rub, snacks. Yeah. Rachel had it for the first time in June. Apparently, it's creeping up again. Obviously, now we're coming into colder weather again. The weird thing is they're all jabbed. Yeah, but when was the last jab though, Max? Because we've had every single jab available, but the last one was ages ago. The last one. The 4th jab that we had. It's got to be last winter. So it's run out, hasn't it? Yeah. Queenie says, I felt shitty Friday, Saturday, and I thought it was due to being eBay open around all those people. We're not used to it anymore. Maybe you should take a test, Queenie. It was good to see you at the open. But yeah, take a test perhaps, because I reckon that's where Belle picked it up. Yorkshire Mix gets free tests. A spoonful of mash. Yeah, she gets a jab, yeah. We both do, because I live in the same house with her, obviously. So I get all the jabs as well. So I've had every jab available, and so has Belle. We've had every single jab. But the last one was probably a year ago, wasn't it? Like a winter one, like October last year or something. Hi, Night's Life. I'll let her know that, Belle. Mm-hmm. You should have updated jabs. Yeah, we'll have to look out for that, but we've not been invited for another one. But all right, Cooks, you want to go and sit with Mummy, don't you? Well, Mummy's asleep. Mummy's poorly. You got to leave her to have a rest now. She won't be able to have a jab now. She's had it anyway for a while. Yeah, same for me, Derek, I think. Same for us, both of us. Anyway, there you go. Belle has the dreaded COVID. And hopefully she'll be okay in a few days. But yeah, she has been knocked a bit for 6 with it. And she's on the at-risk list as well, so. Anyway, let's move on and do some stuff. What should we do next? Let's do this one.
I hope and pray we can sell it all on eBay.
I should get them down. I didn't want to be eating them the whole time. Gone. Right. What am I doing? Sale of the week. Let's share the screen for this week's sale of the week. Share the screen. Now then, this is my sale of the week for this week. It only went for £16, but I'll tell you why it's this week's sale of the week, because I got a message off the buyer. You might be watching now, I don't know. If you are, thank you very much for your purchase and for your support of the channel, because the person who bought this said that they enjoy watching the channel, and they saw me wearing this t-shirt on one of my videos a while back, and they liked it at the time, so decided when they saw it for sale, they decided to buy it. So that is why it's sale of the week. It's a very, very rare Jurassic World Japan t-shirt. So yeah, it's a real nice t-shirt, but I didn't want to keep it. I wore it once and then put it on eBay, and it's gone, and I'm glad it's gone to a viewer, so thank you. Much appreciated. It's a real nice design. It's kind of like got this sort of plasticky type patch on it. I've got offers coming in left, right and centre here on my old eBay. Yes, there is discounted postage through, I think it's Packlink, is it? Oh, Guzzy enjoyed the camper video. Nice one. Yeah, it's down to £2. Why do you think? I'm not allowed. I get banned. Take the offer. Is it from you, Shabba? Is this from you? Or are you just saying take the offer? £18 on a $21.99 jacket. I don't think it's your username. I will take it because sales have been a bit pants today, so happily take that one. Hi, Pete's Retro. Steel Wolf says, talking of car boot etiquette, my politeness is killing me at boot sales. I refuse to dive into people's car boots while they're unloaded, unlike the other resellers. Well, good on you, Steel Wolf. I'm the same. I don't go into boots either. But hold that thought. Let's come back to it. And we'll talk about that in a bit more detail later on. Flogsome Tog says, last November, I ended up with COVID pneumonia, hospitalized for 2 weeks. Oh, Christ. That would not be good at all. Hope you came out of it okay. Angela on Facebook, thank you for the message. Do you think you're going to join a T-Fan? Probably not, Max. Can't afford one. Not. I'd have to get one really old. So I'll probably say not, but we're looking around for something alternative. Oh yeah. Enjoyed the parting out video. Excellent, Pete. The only thing, you know, the only thing now that hasn't sold out of that video is the speakers. Everything else has gone. I sold the tape deck for $49.99, so that's not bad. That was a big chunk of that. Oh, let's see what else we're doing. Let's play a game. Let's liven things up a bit. Let's get something going here.
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Okay, are you ready for This Is Heavy, guys? This Is Heavy is the game where you have to guess the weight of an item. If you win, you get a prize in the post from Car Boot Chris. By the way, last week's winners, who was that? I don't think I've had a message from last week's winners of This Is Heavy, by the way. Once Love Treasures, you need to send me a message so that I can get your prize out. So you've got to guess the weight of the item I'm about to show you in grams. If you go over, you go bust. You must be under or on the money. If it's the same as somebody else, it's the first person who writes it in the chat, and my chat is the final answer. Only one entry per person, please. So I'm going to show you now. Once Love, sorry. I don't remember that. I'll have to check. Was it on Instagram? Balls. Sorry about that. Okay. Here is tonight's This Is Heavy item, and it is the prize for tonight's duck race. It is the infamous Chupa Chups cap. So you need to guess the weight of this in grams, please. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy, that. I want the weight in grams. And this is tonight's prize as well. Oh, blimey. That's a heavy hat. Give me the weight in grams. And I am going to start a timer so that we don't go on forever. Here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Right, I'm going to write the word end in the chat, and anyone after that is out. You are not allowed to have your entry validated. Here we go. Boom. Right. I'm going to have a look through the chat. I'm going to put up on screen the closest as I go along. So straight off the bat, Jeff is the closest with 300 foot. No, you've busted. You've busted. Let's see. I've forgotten what it is myself. Yeah, there it is. Okay. In my head. In my head. Okay, I'm going to keep looking at it because I forget. Right, who is the leader? I've got no leader at the moment. Everyone is over. Rachel Nash, you are the closest as we speak with 68 grams. Is anyone going to get closer than 68? 68 grams is the current leader. It looks like Rachel Nash could be the winner here. I'm not seeing anybody else closer than that. 63, Cherry Jane was very close. Who else have we got? This is it. It's not looking good. Tea-Cakes has gone for 5 grams. Tea-Cakes has clearly not weighed anything in his life. 79 grams Once Love. That was close. We're still leading with 68 with Rachel Nash. Any advances on 68? It looks like a clear winner, this. Clear winner with 68. Yep. There you go. 60. Derek just made a good point. There's a lot of people in the chat with a Chupa Chups cap. Silver Wolf and Birdsey, you are way too late. You got to be quicker than that. Right, Rachel, you are the winner. Rachel is the winner with 68 grams. The answer was 73 grams. 73 grams. Rachel, please send me a message when you get a minute, along with Once Love Treasures. I'll just write your name here so I don't forget. Rachel Nash. I'll send 2 out this week. I'm bloody going to be skint on the postage this week. You are the winner. 73 grams was the answer. Now, with a bit of luck, you win the duck race as well. That means I can send 2 things in one package. So I'll be very happy if Rachel wins the duck race tonight. There we go. Cherry says I said 73 out loud. Oh, yeah, chinny chin chin. Yeah, right. Internet delay. Bloody hell, you need to refresh your page if you're delayed that far. You delayed about 3 minutes there. Did anyone... That's cheating, G-double. Who else Googled average baseball cap weight? You've been on AI, asking AI. Cheating gets you nowhere. You're only cheating yourself. Oh. Flogs and Togs said, I said 73. Did you? Don't start this. That means I've... Flogs and Togs says, I said... That means I've got to check again. Did you actually? I didn't see 73 there. Thank you, Monkey Thrifter. 133 watching, 24 thumbs up. Come on, let's at least get it to 50 thumbs up. Crying out loud. What do we have to do in this day and age to get a thumbs up? Don't answer that. Chris Tyler, do you ever get your scales calibrated? Oh, yeah. I call somebody in. I say, how much do you charge to calibrate my scales? Shabba. Yeah, Shabba's calling you out, Togs. Shabba has caught you red-handed. Let's do some thank yous whilst we're on this sort of phase. Here we go. Thank you to everyone who is a channel member. Let's go from the top this time. Yorkshire Mix, Matt Sell Stuff, Glamour's Closet, Paul Daubney, GT Preloved, Cy, Chris Smith, Rachel Nash, Phil Higginson, Brooke, Tam and Belle Sell, Secret Carper, Hillary Rhodes, Steve-O, Anything Vintage, Just Luke, Sam, Mick Page, Drink and Dive, The Monkey Thrifter, Fix It for Reselling, The Dave, Soul Steps, Santa, Andrew Milburn, Prozer, Dave ABL, DB Resells, SB Reselling, Emsden UK, Andy Incognito, and West Lancs Flips. Thank you all for your support of the channel. Much appreciated as always. Oh, I admitted it first. All right. We'll let you off. Oh, that's like the bottomless brew. It's so big, that mug. By the time you get to the bottom of your brew, it's cold. That's the bad thing about it. You know, before I had an offer on something. And right, let me know in the chat if you do the same as me when you get offers incoming. So you hear ping on your phone or whatever, and there's an offer there. You can see someone's made an offer. Now, before you open up the offer, do you do this thing in your head where you say, right, if they offer over a certain amount, I'm going to accept it no matter what? So do you say that in your head before you open the offer? So you go to your page and it brings up the item and you can see how much it's worth. Say it's 50 quid. It's up for 50 quid. So before you hit review offers, do you like say mentally in your head, inside your head, right, if it's 35 quid or more, I'm going to take this offer? Or is it just me going like nuts? Because I do that all the time. Every single offer, I play this game in my head. I talk to myself and then I answer myself back. And I set I set an amount, like a boundary. And no matter what, I have to stick to that. Just let me know if it's just me going nuts. So I was thinking about it today afterwards, like talking to myself like I do most days. Let me know in the chat. Janie Vu says, can you wish Guzzy a happy birthday for Saturday? No problem at all. Of course I can, yeah. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Woo!
Happy birthday to Guzzy. When I say Guzzy, you know what I think of? Gushy from it's Gushy in it from Quantum Leap. Ah, Monkey Thrifter does finally. So it's just me and you, Monkey Thrifter, isn't it? Married to Reselling, we say to each other, under or over £20. First thing I think about is what I get after 17. No, I don't even think about that, G double. Don't think about it. Because the way I think about things like that is like when you start thinking about what are the fees and all this stuff. Like the thing is, the item is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it, and whether you're willing to accept it or not. Because sometimes you buy something and it's not worth what you thought, so it doesn't really matter then, like about the fees and stuff. You just got to sell it for. You've just got to sell it for whatever someone's willing to pay. So I don't think like that, but yeah. Once something's listed, I'll just take what I deem as a reasonable offer. Yeah. And Derek never does it. Brilliant. Silverwood says, I look at the offer, I think about it, and then decide. That's a very logical way. There you go. Yorkshire Mix does it. Yorkshire Mix plays the game. Here's another one wanting it cheap. Lisa says, I think, have I had many sales today? How long have I had it? Yeah, it's a good way of thinking. Well, it's just me, Peter, and Don who think like this. And oh, Jack of all trades' birthday tomorrow. Here we go.
Happy birthday! Woo!
Happy birthday, Jack of all trades. Nice one. There you go. Any more for any more? Tea Cakes does it. Finally, I'm not on my own. Like, I do it every single time an offer comes in. I go, right. If it's over X, I'm going to accept. Do you allow Belle to accept decline offers? No, I don't. She doesn't get involved in it, really, to be honest. Yeah, that's a good point, Del Boy Dan. Nicholas says, I think, my God, there is someone out there. There's a new Quantum Leap show. Yeah. Yeah, I've watched series 1. Series 2's coming out very, very soon, Belle. So it's a good time to get series 1 watched, and then you can binge series 2 straight away. I would say, right, don't give up after 1 episode or 2 episodes. I think if you can stick to episode 3 of the new Quantum Leap, you'll like it, because there's lots of mentions and lots of like throwbacks to the original Quantum Leap. They mention Sam and Al a lot, and there's even talk that Sam might appear in a future episode at some point, and that would be nice if they could link it together. Let's see who else we got in. Uncle Buck, can't beat it. Great film. I hit decline because I always get silly offers. Fix it for reselling. I always think, have they just taken the £3 to £4 postage off? Yeah, to be honest with you, if every offer was just taking the postage off, happy days. That would be good. I'd be happy with that. Tap Peddler, have you watched Alone, Channel 4? It's very good. Now watching the... No, I don't know what that is, Derek. Never heard of that. I can't remember what channel it's on, Mike and Francis. I can't remember the channel. You'll have to Google it. Car boot stall, everything £1. Customer says, will you take 50p? No worries, Joan. It's good that you're here anyway. Tam got offered £2 for a pair of £20 shoes. Yeah, it's just a joke, isn't it? I don't know why do people bother? Are you on it? Do people honestly think you're going to take £2 for a pair of £20 shoes? Why do people think that you're even going to consider that? Just don't get it. Paramount Plus, there you go. Georgie's got it. Okay, let's move on. Whilst we're on a quiet phase, quietish phase. What am I missing now? Let's do pickup of the week.
Oh dear.
You didn't pay for the penguin?
Sorry?
Money?
No, I bought that over there. Your penguin should still be in there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Pickup of the week.
So pickup of the week is multiple items, actually. It's almost a haul. But when we went to Manchester last week for the eBay Open, I was staying at my mum's, who lives in Denton, near Denton Roundabout, if anyone understands where I'm talking about. Is anyone familiar with that area of Manchester? So Denton, sort of bordering Tameside, near to Gorton, near to Reddish. Put your hand up in the chat if you're familiar with that area. I'll wait for an answer before I carry on. If anybody is familiar, it doesn't really matter, but it would be nice if someone knows the spot. Thought of Chris, a penguin thief. Georgie knows it a little bit. Shabba, Andrew Moriarty, born in Bredbury, Oliver Ian. Aaron Sells, sold at Ashton Market. Silver Wolf. Right, okay, so basically, if you know that area, then you'll know there's a Tesco's there, a big Tesco. And a few times a week, I'm not sure what days, but I was there on the Friday. But on the Tesco car park, they sometimes have a mini car boot sale, like a little thrift market type thing. And there's normally about 10 stalls, something like that. Only about 10 stalls. But whenever I'm passing, I always stop and have a look. And sometimes I get some decent stuff. So if you're ever passing through Denton Gorton area and there's a Tesco there in Gorton, have a look for the little thrifty market. And I picked up some t-shirts, and these were all £1 each, all these band t-shirts. I got this big bundle from one stall, £8. I bought 8 t-shirts. So I thought I'd share with you what I picked up as pickup of the week. Let's have a look. Oh, Queenie's from Denton. I did not know that. Mike and Francis knows the area as well. And Limelight's on the other side. Excellent. That's the one. Gorton Mini Flea Market. There you go. I've been to Denton, got blotto. Can't remember anything. Yeah, the flea market. That's it. It's still going, Wolf. Still happening. Right. So here's what I picked up. These were all £1 each. That's Snoop, innit? 19 crimes. with something on the back. 2020. That was £1. What's this one? The Who. Never heard of them. Anyone else heard of them? The Gareg Tour 2020. Never heard of them, but it's a band tee, and it will almost certainly be worth more than £1. What's this one? Download Festival. I've had a few Download Festival tees. That's quite a nice one. It's kind of like, oh, it's Cookie. Weird, look, two-headed dog thing. There's nothing on the back of that one, but I have sold Download festival t-shirts before, so should do all right. And this is Download as well. Donington Park Download Festival. What year is that? 2009. And this one has got like a schedule on the back with all the different bands. Slipknot, Def Leppard, Faith No More, all that, Prodigy. What else have we got here? Sum 41. It's got a thing on the back, which is 2016 tour. Is that European by the looks of it? Looks like European. Yeah. What have we got here? This one is Kill Switch Engage. Heard of them, but can't say I'm like a fan. Kill Switch Engage. What year are we talking about? 2018. 5 years old. What's this one? Oh, these are one of my favourites. The 5-finger death punch. Interesting imagery on it. Well, you can't beat a bit of 5-finger. Is this European as well? What year is it? 2014 for the 5-finger death punchers. What's this one? The Hollywood Undead California Dreaming, is that? And on the back, it's got 2018 schedule on the back. So I didn't think I did bad there for £8, especially getting the 5 fingers in there. Yeah, some good t-shirts. Let me go back down the chat a bit. The Who, Mongolian heavy metal. Bloody hell. What the heck is Mongolian heavy metal? Probably don't want to know, do I? Mongolian folk metal band formed in 2016. I'll be passing that Tesco tomorrow on the way to the Etiquette. Oh, nice one, Queenie. Yeah, it won't be on. It won't be on at night though. So I think it's Friday, Saturday, something like that. I'm always there on a weekend when I generally go up and see my mum. So yeah, Friday's defo, Saturday possibly. They were probably printed up and then got cancelled. So they're probably limited editions. What are you moaning at? Stop moaning. No, mummy's asleep. No, mummy's asleep. She's proper whinging. She wants to go see mummy. Oh my God, I want it. Which one, Wolfie? Which one? That's a 3-headed, 2-headed dog. Oh. I thought you were joking about Mongolian Metal. I'm going to have to go on Spotify and have a listen to that after. Delboy Dan says, Chris just had a good offer on a jacket for £45. The buyer offered 40. Oh, take that all day long. Some 41 retire after this last tour they're doing. Oh, could be worth something. Christina Cook says the Snoop t-shirt is for a wine called 19 Crimes. Really? There's a wine made by Snoop? I need the 5-finger death punch. I love the 19 Crimes wine. What? A wine? How random is that? Shabba's seen Hollywood Undead. What size is the Hollywood Undead? Oh. It is an extra large t-shirt. Not in bad nick either. If anyone wants any of these, drop me a line on Instagram. You never know, I might do a deal. 6 fingers surely beats 5. Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But where does the thumb come into it? That's what I want to know. You know, of course I've heard of him. #1 fan wolf. There you go. The Who did a collab with Papa Roach a couple of years back. Chris, I would like the download t-shirts and 5-finger death punch. Just send me a message over on Instagram, Wolfie. And anyone else if you're interested. Freaking love the 19 Crimes wine. I can't get my head around this. There's a wine. What, Snoop Dogg's come up with this wine? I can't. That baffles me. Where's he made the connection? Yeah, I'm not a wine drinker, Joe, to be honest. I cannot stand wine. I think when I work for this is the reason we hate stuff normally stems back to a bad memory, doesn't it? Or the reason we're afraid of stuff. But it kind of stems back to my days when I worked for Marks and Spencer's, right? In the good days of Marks and Spencer's, when share prices were high and M&S was top of the pile, right? They used to throw the most amazing Christmas parties, right? You'd have staff Christmas parties with all the food, all the drink, everything that you can eat or drink free. And bloody hell did we get through some booze on those parties. They'd literally bring up cases of wine from the shop floor, like at M&S on the food department. They'd go, right, someone go get another case of wine, and you go down to the shop, grab a case of wine, and come back up. And yeah, I got absolutely levered when I was only young working for him, so I was probably about 17, right? 18, let's say 18. And I think I drank a full bottle of white wine, and I was so ill. And I've never been able to drink wine ever since that day because I was so poorly. But there was absolute carnage in the M&S Christmas parties. Were carnage. There's a whole range of 19 Crimes wines. Kylie's done wine. Oh my God, what is going on? Why are these people doing wine? Weird. Guzzy went to Download Festival, won 2 tickets for a full weekend. Nice. Check your local supermarket for 19 Crimes. Yeah. An Australian wine company. Whoopsie-daisy, hang on. They run with the idea that ours was settled by criminals. Okay. What the hell? £8 a bottle, apparently. Gary Barlow sells a rosé wine. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fancy having a rosé. Anyway, listen, where we're up to. Right, we're done. We're cooking on gas tonight. Let's talk about car boot etiquette, because 8-Bit H, I don't know if he's in the chat tonight, But last week he suggested the idea of talking about car boot etiquette. So have a think about your experiences and the unwritten rules of attending a car boot sale, whether as a buyer or a seller, and give us some of your do's and don'ts for car boot sales. I've got nothing written down. I'm going to let you guys lead the chat, but if I think of anything, I will pipe up. Bumcracker's put my Whatnot link in there. Thank you very much, Bumcracker. Whatnot Wednesdays this week, 7 o'clock Wednesday. We've got another big Whatnot show. Over 50 items we are auctioning off, and it's all pocket money prices. That's the name of the show. No, it's not. It's Pocket Money Picks. Everyone's still going on about 19 crimes of wine. Bloody hell. There's a Leeds meetup. Didn't know there was a Leeds meetup. There's meetups everywhere now, isn't there? My etiquette is back off until I've set up or I'll release the house. Yeah. People are very quick, aren't they, to crowd you. You know, when you're unloading your car, because I probably do 1 or 2 boot sales in a year, not many. I can't remember the last one I did, actually. It was definitely down in Devon, but people crowd you very quick. Different boot sales, though, kind of have a different feeling to them, though, don't they? It definitely doesn't happen at every boot sale. So it's a bit weird how some boot sales people are in your face, and then others people are much more chilled out. Andrew's got a really good one. Thanks, Andy. Never put anything down if you have the intention of buying or even in the process. Yeah, I've done that, though. I've been looking at something and thought, oh, I might get that. I'll get my phone out, put it down on the table. It's gone. Someone else has got it. So I think the rule is if you put it down, it's fair game for everyone else. But if you've got it in your hand, then it's yours until you decide to put it down or pay for it. Don't lowball, says Wolfie. Cheap Charlie says, don't scan items on someone's stall. It's just rude. I haven't scanned like beep scan, but I have stood and looked at an item on eBay. Like even at the Chirk boot sale, I opened up my phone and had a look while I had the watch in my hand. I actually told the seller like what it was going for and stuff on eBay. So I have done that. I don't do it all the time. I kind of just judge. I judge the situation, and like if the person on the stall seems to be a trader, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be that bothered because they know what you're going to do with it anyway. But yeah, I just judge it on its merits. But you probably, there could be something in that rule. Don't stand in front of a table smoking or chatting on your phone and not actually looking at anything. Oh, definitely not smoking. Don't really see, you know what? You don't really see that many people smoking, do you now at the boot sale? When I was at the Chirk one, if you watched the video, and I picked up that Gremlins t-shirt, Gremlins 2. The guy who sold it me, he was smoking at the time when he sold it me, and I remember thinking, I'm definitely going to have to wash this t-shirt now. And it was really, really smoky when I got it home. Thankfully, it's come out of the wash nice, but I do remember thinking, oh, I wouldn't smoke, and sell something to somebody. Take a bag. That's a good one. Yeah, that's what we were saying, Richard. If you're holding it, it's yours till you put it down. Take change. So many. But that, you know what? That goes for sellers as well. If you're selling, you should be set up like a shop. You make sure when I'm selling, I make sure I've got bags to give people stuff in, and I make sure I've got change. So those kind of things I think are important for sellers as well. Etiquette from Jeff. Anything priced £1 or less, or $1 or less, don't haggle, just buy it. I actually think that's a pretty good good piece, that a good tip, Jeff. And I'm just trying to make sure that I don't do it myself. I don't think I have. I think if something is £1, anyone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever offered less than £1 if something is £1. Normally, if sometimes I'll pay more. Like if someone's only selling something for 20p, I'll just give them 50p, or I'll give them £1. Or if someone's selling for 50p, sometimes I'll give them £1. But I don't think if someone's asking £1, I've ever paid less. I don't go to car boots, but I hate it when I see videos and people are in the boots or getting in the sellers. Yeah, I don't like that. I do not go anywhere near that. Don't snatch out someone's hand. Fella tried that on Sunday. That's naughty, Les. Steel Wolf says, I was impressed by one of your videos where you asked the kids' parents if prices were okay. Yeah, I do tend to do that, Wolf, because you know what? I've seen people do it, like resellers, where they deliberately negotiate with the child because they know they're going to probably get a cheaper price, because kids don't always know the value of the money, don't they? They don't always know the value of the item that they're selling. So a lot of kids will just say £1 or 50p, for something that might be worth a lot more. But yeah, I know the video you're talking about, and I do try and do that. I do that because I just think it's right that you check in with the parents. Yeah, that's a good one. Cafe. Just wait, says Dipping. Yeah. When selling, I kind of like the early rush, make lots of fast sales. Yeah, as long as you keep your eye on your stuff, see, and you don't have any 1/2 inch in stuff. Cookie's proper having a whinge here. Can you hear her? What are you whinging at? You're not going in there. No, you got to sit with Daddy. Mummy's having a sleepies, all right? She's looking at me with evil eyes. I don't know about etiquette, but there's defo been a lot more arguments and all-round knobhead behaviour this year. Is that because you've seen it yourself, Aaron, or is it because you've seen YouTubers doing the whole drama thing? Because there's been a lot of drama videos this year, aren't there? If I'm buying, then I'm positive without boot diving. Had a gamer that literally tried to barge past us to get to a box of games. The desperation. I think niche sellers, so sellers who just sell in one category, like games, like media, like clothing even. I think those that are niche sellers always seem a bit more desperate to get to stuff than those that are everything sellers, because as an everything seller, you can just move on to the next stall, can't you? And you'll find something else that's completely different. But like when you're a gaming, you're kind of desperate to find the gaming stuff, aren't you? I would imagine, because if you don't find that gaming stuff, you're not going to pick anything else up. So I kind of get the need to pick stuff up, but it's just how you go about it, isn't it? Buyers and sellers should have plenty of loose change. Yeah, draw the line at that one, Z. Etiquette says, Shabba, if someone says it sells for X amount on eBay, even if it was a Fabergé egg, I will put it down straight away and walk off. It depends what they want to sell it for, though, doesn't it? They might be asking a reasonable price. Georgie says, I have tables and put them around the doors like a guard so no one can get in. You surround yourself with tables so no one can get in your boot. Let's see what else we got here. Guzzy says, as a record dealer, one thing that is an unwritten rule is if you're first to a box of records, you have the box and others wait until you're finished. Yes. I mean, I'm not a record dealer, but sometimes I'll have a look through the record box, and the number of times, I think I caught it on camera once when I was in Plymouth, actually. Plymouth Argyle. I remember the thumbnail or something, right? I was looking through some records, and another guy goes, dip straight over. And this was kind of in the middle of COVID times as well, like, you know, when you were trying to socially distance and all that. And this guy just went straight through my hands into the box and started having a look. I'm like, excuse me, do you mind? If it's cheap enough, you know what? So many people haggle over nothing. You hear it all the time at the boot sales, don't you? Like someone says 50p and then someone will say, will you take 20p? It's like, you're haggling over 30p. Are you joking? Don't spend 5 minutes on each item. Steel Wolf says, I missed out on tons of stuff recently. My boot sale is really aggressive. One couple of resellers have a strategy of blocking a table. Others push, shove, and lean out. I don't get it. Why people get so uptight about it? Just chill out. Just chill. If someone's looking at clothes on a rail, wait until they're done, or start looking at things they've seen already. Don't start at the other end and what? Yeah, because you get that awkward moment, don't you, where you're both getting close to the middle, and it's like, who's going to stop? Who's going to stop? And then one of you has to kind of give up and so move to the end. If a seller is rude to me, I will be rude back. Fair enough. Missy Marie, is it too late for duck race? Yes, you are too late now, Missy Marie. You've got to be entered before we start the show. Be polite and ask if it's okay to look before going through bags that have been like unopened bags. Take change, maximum value notes, £10. I'm guilty of taking £20 notes, that's for sure. But I also do change some up in the post office before I go. So I've got plenty of pounds and 50p's normally. Tommy Lee's got a fair one here. If you know the profit is really good, don't try and knock too much off. Yeah, well, £2 off, sorry. But yeah, I know what you mean. I hate when I approach a stall and get tutted at because I've dared to look at the stall holder's items, but not bought anything after they've told me it's only £1. And somebody tutting at you. Bloody hell. Yeah, that would be annoying. Don't believe a word the seller tells you. Yeah. At the church car boot, everybody was kind of saying it's brand new, never been used, you know, all this stuff. It's real. But yeah, you've got to just make your own decision. Don't take it on face value, unfortunately. When someone cuts in front of you, yeah. Uncle Albert says, don't ask famous YouTube personalities for an autograph while they're doing business. That's never happened to me. Two buyers arguing over an item that one of them snatched off the other is annoying as it spoils the atmosphere. Lots of good stuff coming on here. I don't generally look up stuff in front of the seller unless they've said it's worth X on eBay or whatever, and then I think it's legit to look it up. That's a really good point, Richard, actually. Yeah. Because if they're going to claim that something is X amount on eBay, then I think they've opened the door. So, yeah, that's a good point. But I must admit, occasionally I do look it up. But it is very occasionally, because I would say 9 out of 10 items that I buy, I don't check prices of. I just buy them because they're cheap enough, or I think my gut instinct is that there's profit in it. So 9 out of 10, I would say, I just don't check anything. Even if I walk away, I don't check it. I tend to check the higher value stuff. A guy walks around the car boot with a massive spliff. Which car boot is that, Queenie? Don't lie about it being brand new. Husty says, George Ross's latest video, the woman gives him a handful of 5-piece. GT, I'd offer £5 for 6 times 1. Yeah, I would do that. I would do that. I think the rules of the £1 $1 rule, I think that kind of gets superseded if it's a bungle. If it's a bungle, I think you've got a slightly different rule there. Don't ask for discount on charity stalls. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can skip down a bit. I'm trying to see. Don't steal. That's a fair point. Always look behind the stall. Some best items are hung on the car doors and stuff. Yeah. I was looking at a load of vintage Christmas decorations in a box, but no one paid any attention till I was going through them. This man was reaching over me to get to them while I was still looking. Oh, so annoying, isn't it? So annoying. Yeah, you're a good girl. I know. You're a good girl. What? You want to come up? You want to come and say hello to peeps? You want to come and say hello? No? You want to come and say hello? You're just going to destroy my whole room, aren't you? All the pop figures are gone. You're destroying it with your tail, aren't you? Don't jump into someone else's deal. That's fair. That's fair. Loads of smokers at our car boot. Which car boot do you go to, Queenie? The other day I felt sorry for an old lady who had an old car, looked poor, and proceeded to tell her how much her Cindy dolls were really worth. Told her to put them back in her car. Hopefully she's got the know-how of how to sell them. Let's see what else we got. Cheap Charlie. Don't get overexcited when you see a bag full of awesome stuff. It's almost always another reseller's bag that they put down. Oh, so many times I've done that. And people done it to me as well, like start looking through your bag. And I'm like, that's my bag. That's my bag. Yeah, it happens a lot, doesn't it? Say it's £50, and that normally gets them to walk away. Shabba says, see a YouTuber, get them talking for an hour whilst the other half goes around the car boot buying stuff, leaving no content for YouTuber. That's funny. Z says, I honestly don't get the games hunters unless they're selling in big numbers. The amount of rush to find gaming stuff, which is, yeah, mostly worth FA, yeah. It's only occasionally, isn't it, that you actually get a banging game. A lot of it's just fodder, isn't it? I think because people are so switched on to the value of games these days, especially the vintage stuff, you know, the PS1 and the GameCube. I mean, you hardly ever see GameCube, do you? And I think because people are if you're a gamer and you have games, you generally know the value of them, don't you? I mean, that's just a general rule. I mean, there are exceptions to that, but yeah, it's not often you find banging games at boot sales, is it? That's a fair point, Jeff. Something happened during lockdown. It's like a lot of people forgot how to deal with others. Yeah, we kind of. Yeah, I agree with that. I think there's something in that. that we kind of lost a bit of our social skills, didn't we? And you know what the weird thing is, Jeff, about that is that I actually think it affected the dog as well, because she kind of she's literally just sat here behind me. She kind of was always a very social dog, and then two things: we moved to Devon, like miles away from family and friends, and also went into lockdown for 2 years. And I think we both think that affected the dog as well with her social skills. It's weird, isn't it? Joan says, when selling, someone offered me 20p on a £3 item so often that I gave it to her, plus I gave her 20p too. She was so, wow. Joan, you're very generous. Too generous, there. Yeah, how many times do you hear, got any games, got any silver, got any gold? Yeah, a lot. Steel Wolf, if I stumble across something that's worth a lot, I sometimes give them a few extra pounds. Well, good on you. Tie my American XL bully to the car, that stops them. Secret Carper Richard says, that's the reason I like to go to jumble trails a lot more. It's more relaxed. Hate the aggression. I wish there was more jumble trails up here, because I've throughout the summer here in North Wales, I've not seen a jumble trail advertised at all. Not a single one, which is a shame. They did have a couple in Devon, but not many. But there was always more in the sort of Greater Manchester area. If something's this is interesting. G Double says, if something is folded up on the floor, at least fold it back before putting it down. That's fair, yeah. Missy Marie says, can't haggle at the market. By me, you get your head bit off. There's nothing wrong with notes over £10 when buying the electronics. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it depends what you're buying, doesn't it? Just don't bother asking if it works. Yeah, it's pointless because you don't know the answer. You don't know if the answer is true or not, do you? Please and thank yous. Yeah, just be polite, isn't it? Make a good relationship with regular sellers. Yeah, good idea. Husty loves the boot sale banter. Can be fun if you do it the right way. There was a seller this weekend selling PS1 games, checked every game on CEX. You wonder why, if they're going to do that, just take them to CEX. Nobody's bothered. It's your games. Go and get the best price that you can for them. And if that is at CEX, and if that makes life easier, just go to CEX. Save the Funko Pops. Oh, just had a buy it, open a return. They don't have a printer. Oh, it's typical, isn't it? Yeah, it's annoying that, isn't it? Flippin' Phil says, if I'm buying for myself, I check online to make sure it's not cheaper. I do it in Tesco and I do it at the car boot, guilt-free. So when checking an item for resale, don't feel bad either. Fair enough, Flippin' Phil. Yeah, fair enough. I do admit, I do it occasionally, but I would say 9 out of 10 times, I don't even check anywhere. I just buy stuff on instinct. And probably 8 out of those 9 is shite anyway. So sod it. Don't steal penguins. That's good advice. Oh, yeah. Don't lie. Yeah. Don't say things are for yourself. If anybody asks me, or, like when someone says, like say you're looking at trainers and someone says, oh, they're a size 8. And I always just say, oh, I'm not buying for myself anyway, or I'm a reseller, or, you know, I buy things to collect or I resell, you know, a bit of both if it's figures. But yeah, I normally, I'm just honest and upfront with people. At the end of the day, if they turn around and say, I'm not selling it to you, then it's their loss, isn't it? Each car boot is different. Yeah, that's true, Steve. Yeah, with games and stuff, you're not just competing with resellers, you've got collectors as well. Yeah. There's a lot of that goes on, isn't there? The CEX crew. Yeah, true. True, Z. What time are we on? Ross on Sea used to have jumble trails. Oh, I need to look out for those, Andy. We're on 9:20. So we're going to have to do the duck race in a minute, aren't we? Have I done everything else for tonight? I think I've done most of the stuff. I think we've done the boot sale etiquette. Thank you all for all your comments, all your etiquette suggestions. Jeff says, I checked last Monday's live stream. I failed to comment first duck race. Oh, Jeff, you failed to comment. Are you sure? I'll have a look in a minute. Build bridges with, especially with house clearance guys. Yeah, they can be good, can't they? People complain about the house clearance, but I've had some loads of great stuff from house clearance people. There we go. We're at the bottom. Nice one, Z. Thank you. It weren't my idea. I can only say 8-Bit H Hutch, formerly of the Car Boot Bible, I might add, who followed the Car Boot Bible on YouTube a couple of years back. It was a great channel. I mean, you can still watch the content. Look up Car Boot Bible. They were great, and the quality of the videos was superb. But that's Hutch from 8-Bit H, and it was his idea to do this tonight. So yeah, that's why we're doing it. I cannot take the credit. Oh, my voice is going. I hope I've not got the COVID. Silver, what's... Oh, sorry. I have a beautiful whiskey glass jar with shot glasses from a house clearance, only 50p. See, you can get bargains at the house clearance, guys. It's been fun hearing everyone's thoughts. Yeah, definitely, Husty. Definitely. And I think most of us are on the sort of same page or there or thereabouts. Apart from those who dive in people's boots, of course. We're never going to change people's minds, I wouldn't think. Right. Let's get ready for the duck race. You'll have to give me a second because I'm on my own tonight, so I need to get ready. Oh, by the way, guys, I am now a free postage eBay. Everything on my eBay is free postage. I've decided to change today. And following on from the eBay Open, I was inspired to change to free postage. So I basically put everything up by £4. I put everything up on my eBay a little bit, and then I knocked everything to free postage. And now everything that's new going on from now on in is going to be free postage. So it's interesting to see if this is actually going to make any difference to sales and whatnot. Not whatnot, but and whatnot. It's that famous phrase. Let me just finish up. We finish up the names that I've missed. Whoops a daisy. Just give me 2 ticks. AI has been helping me with the duck race entries. Believe you me, it is a lot easier because what I've been doing is instead of typing everybody's name out that comments on last week's video, I've been going on Chat GPT and reading out the names, and it's been creating a list for me. And in like 2 minutes, I've got my full list for the duck race done. It's brilliant. It saves me hours, seriously, hours of time. So yeah, AI is creeping into the Cookie and the Haydens live show. Right, let's see how many we've got. We've got 76 ducks in the race tonight. 76. Jeff, you can make a note of that number for the stats. Let me catch up with the chat before we go over to the duck race. Dave, you're just in time. eBay Open was excellent. Yeah, I enjoyed it, Dave. It's good saying hello. Who did I say? Oh, I don't like doing this because I'll forget somebody. Who did I say hello to? I said hello to Dave ABL was there. Z and Bex. John Brum Reseller. Oh, what a guy he is. He works hard. He works his ass off. Who else did we say hello? Queenie Conquest. Sam Instagram. Sam on Instagram. There was Georgie there. There was Moni Mental. Oh, please don't forget anyone, Chris. If I do forget somebody, it's not my fault. My brain is shrinking each year that goes by. Who else did I say hello to? Bargain Belle was there. I haven't frozen. I'm still here. I hope I didn't. Who else? I probably missed somebody else, haven't I? Oh, JJ Jess and a partner. I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but JJ Jess was there, who's in the chat tonight. Husty says, I've been doing free postage for a while now. If it says it in the... I'm literally just started today, free postage. Jimi Hendrix shirt. Hoping that's there on the 25th. It probably will be there. Wolfie. Chris has got a chopper, so missing this week. But you've also missed the chance to get into the Christmas Day race. AI just sounds like a dubious Yorkshireman. That's funny, that, Dave. Free postage just feels different. I know you just increase prices, but I much prefer having separate postage. Yeah, I just thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if it has anything different to add to sales, if it gives me an increase in sales and whatnot. Not whatnot, but and whatnot. Yeah, this is the thing. You just gotta think about your offers a little bit more. What I'm doing, right? I've since I changed to free postage. I think I did that. Did I do that about lunchtime-ish? I think I did it around lunchtime. Now, since then, I've sent about 20 offers out. But what I've been doing is, when you send the offer out, I've been writing in the comments box, includes free postage, just to try and convince people that you need to bear in mind this offer includes free postage. So I've been writing it on the offer. Can't bring myself to do free postage. Right. Are we ready for the duck race? Did Jeff tell me it was number 85 today? Duck race 85. by the time we get to Christmas Day is going to be the 100th duck race. And we're going to go live on Christmas Day for a short while to say Happy Christmas to everybody and run a mega 100th duck race. And there's going to be a massive hamper of prizes to be won, which will be fantastic. In the meantime, as well, by the way, once we get into November, one of the duck race prizes provided by Jeff is a duck advent calendar. Yes, believe it or not, there is a duck advent calendar, and Jeff has kindly sent us one. I've not got it to hand now. It's in my duck prize cupboard over there, the little cupboard where Belle lives. That is the duck race cupboard. And yeah, Jeff has provided an amazing prize, which we'll give out in November time, just in time so that you've got, you can do the advent duck calendar thing. Flip and Phil says free postage will give you a higher conversion rate for sure, but would question whether it would boost your visibility. It's actually in eBay's interest that you charge postage. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just interested to see whether I feel like it improves sales, whatever. I'm interested to see the result. I've never done free postage, so yeah, be interesting. I'm not sure you can realistically make a difference for items under £20. Maybe. I don't sell that much. I don't list anything under £10 now these days, and even more so now if I'm doing free postage. I want to be hitting over that really. Like I want to be getting closer to £15 minimum listing if I'm doing free postage. Right, let's share the screen. Are we all ready for the duck race number 85? We have 76 ducks in the race. Helen says, I've tried both ways, doesn't seem to make a difference. And Stephen says, is it actually free postage? And how do you do that if you're doing it through eBay? Yeah, you basically take the charge. You, as a seller, you pay the postage, basically. So you're saying to a buyer that the total price is the price you see. And whatever the charge of postage is, you take that on as the seller. So you just have to incorporate that into your figures, really. The boy they call Kenny. We've got a few new people at the end here. I've been doing free postage for 5 months. Definitely an increase in sales. Returns are not much at all, as long as correctly described. Interesting. Thank you for commenting. Free postage does away with requests for combined postage. Ah, yeah, I've not thought of that. Yeah, I get it. Free postage is more psychological sales tool and something that will promote your store. We'll see, Dave. Do you do free postage? Yeah, I'm not ready to do the whole premium thing, GT, at the minute. I don't want to do. I might end up doing it, but at the moment I'm not going the whole hog to the premium at the minute. Right, let's do the duck race. Are we ready, guys? We are sharing, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, we forgot DuckTales. Silly, isn't it? Right. We are ready for duck race number 85. Let's shuffle the ducks. Don't forget, tonight's prize is this amazing Chupa Chups cap. And don't forget also that by winning this, you gain entry into an exclusive club. It's called the CCC, the Chupa Chups Crew. And there's about, I think there's about 70 members of the Chupa Chups crew. And you gain access to that exclusive group of people. So here we are. Let's go. And they're off. The duck race 85 45 has begun with Carol McDonald taking an early lead. We've got Nespresso as Alien Duck at the bottom as well. And we've got Tommy Lee and Once Loved Treasures, Waz, Wan One, Kathy, all getting close at the front with Secret Carper now leading. That's Richard at the front of the pack. Richard has a naked duck. That means he's got a very good chance of winning this race. And Kathy is currently leading. Secret Carper second. Flogsome Togs in third place. No, Ian G is now, was up, now's down. Richard Payne. It's a Luna Retro's coming out of nowhere and then stopped in the middle of the pack. Scouse Dan as a naked duck. We've got Cherry Jane is slowly got a beak ahead with Olivia as well at the front. And Emsden UK today as the strawberry duck. Who have we got towards the back of the pack? Yorkshire Mick doing nothing. Jack of all trades is floundering. Elaine Parks is useless. Richard Payne is gone. Heavenly Boots, well, lost the plot. Well, we got Limelight Vinty now leading the pack. Cartoon Head as well. Peter Ray, Simon Elliott, Belle's Cozy Corner, all at the front of the pack as we approach 40 seconds left on the clock. Dippin Williams, Tam and Belle coming close towards the top of the screen. Alison Wakefield at the bottom with Simon Elliott. Flogsome Togs now leading. And it's all very, very close. It's all cut and push. I don't know if that's even a phrase. Flogsome Togs is leading the pack at the moment. Silver Wolf is close. Silver Wolf currently leading with just 15 seconds left. That means they're definitely not going to win. I'm sorry, Silver Wolf. You are not going to win this race. Secret Carper, Belle's Cozy Corner, all three naked ducks in first, second, and third place. That just proves our point. Who's going to win? It looks like it's Kathy. Kathy wins. She literally came out of nowhere. She smashed the naked ducks out of the water and won tonight's 85th race, gaining entry into the Christmas Day duck race. Well done to Kathy. Kathy is the winner. Is that Kathy's first duck race win, or is that a multiple? I'm just reading up on some of the comments there. Oh, Dave says I do free postage as of last Thursday. Ah, you're the same as me, Dave. After the eBay Open, I decided to change mine. Premium discount is nonsense. Free postage makes it easier to choose your own courier. Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah. What I've been doing is I've been choosing other courier on the courier list, and then obviously choosing free postage. So that gives me the option of either going Royal Mail, Yodel, or Every. But I might change that and just choose Every. But I know a lot of people don't like to choose buyers who use Every, so let's turn that off because it's doing me nothing now. Love the tune. Thank you, Belle. Well done to Kathy. Right, I'm just catching up on everybody. Well done to Kathy. Joan says, Kathy, wow, came from going backwards. What a sprint. It's always someone from out of nowhere, isn't it? No one ever leads with... Has anybody ever led with 10 seconds on the clock and then actually won the race? It's never happened. So you know if you get to 10 seconds and you're in the lead, you're not winning that race. You might as well give up. Steel Wolf. I can't remember if you're in it. I think you are, Wolf. I think you were in it. Yeah, I think you were in it. Wait until the show's ended and then come back and comment. If you wait at least 5 minutes, and then that makes for sure that the show is finished, because sometimes I see people's comments who think they're entering a duck race, but actually they're still commenting on the show at the end. So just give it 5 minutes before coming back. Belle isn't here to turn the music off. Yeah, true. Yeah, Patlink have got a deal on at the minute. Stephen Law says, so will you put the price of on what you're selling? Well, that's up to you as when you set your price. When you set your price on eBay, if you're going to do free postage, you need to set it and bear in mind that that you've got to pay the postage out of your fee. So if you set your price at £20, then you've got to bear in mind that as well as your fees that come off it, it's also going to cost you, say, £3 to post the item. So you've got to think about that when you list something. Lin never even got a mention. Sorry, Lin. Your duck was just absolutely useless. So that's it. Thanks, Les. Night to you. Thank you for coming along. Oh, there you go. Kathy previously won on March 28th and August 1st. See, people constantly winning. Like, we need some new winners, don't we? Rather than the same ones. Kathy, you have won this Chupa Chups cap. So drop me a line again. I know we've had your address from other things, but please remind me of your address, and it makes life easier for me when I'm doing all my postage and stuff tomorrow. But other than that, what's coming up on the channel this week? Whatnot Wednesday. Well, not on the channel. I'm not putting it over on YouTube this time. So it's just going to be on Whatnot. We'll go back to having some music and stuff on the show on Whatnot on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Look out for that. I will advertise it on YouTube anyway, but loads of cool stuff as usual. What else we got? We'll have a couple of videos out this week. 2 pre-records, one this week during the week. Oh, tomorrow's video actually is all about the eBay Open. It's the top 10 things that I took away from the eBay Open. So all the top 10 tips that I could think of. And I did while I was at the eBay Open. This is very rare for me, but I was making notes. Look. Does anyone else find this right? Now you're a reseller and you work for yourself. Hardly ever have to write anything. So my handwriting is getting progressively worse pretty fast. It's like before I worked for myself, I used to write a lot in my old job. I would do notes at meetings and writing all kinds of stuff. But now I don't really have much need to write anything. It's like I can go weeks without writing anything down, apart from the list for tonight's show. But AI is going to start doing that soon anyway. So my handwriting's terrible. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow's video about the eBay Open, there is a free giveaway. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning Belle's bag. She doesn't know I'm giving this away, by the way. She's too poorly to care at the moment, so I'm doing it right now. This is Belle's eBay bag that she got, a freebie bag from last week. There's a eBay notebook in there. There's a pen. There's a few other bits and pieces. Plus, you also win Belle's eBay lanyard. You get that as well. So, but you have to watch the video that's out tomorrow and enter in the correct manner in which I instruct you. ADBD. Thank you, Bumcrack, for that. You can't do that, G-Double. You can't do that because there's still prizes up for grabs each week. So you can't really do that. I understand where you're coming from, but no. No, because there's still prizes going. Thanks, Jeff. Jeff's popping in at the bottom with the finger duck, saying "duck you." Cheers, Jeff. That's very nice of you. Let's see. I look forward to your top tips. Well, to be honest with you, most of them you already know, guys. You already know a lot of it, but there might be one or two in there that makes you think. Steve's eBay goods. If you're a new eBay seller, how do you get involved? How do you get involved in what, Steve? What the duck race or something else? Let me know before we finish. There's a plug for Belle's channel. She's got a new video out soon. That's her first little baking step-by-step for easy apple turnovers. Lovely. My handwriting was always bad. Now I'm writing fluent Cantonese. Yeah, it's terrible. Thank you, Emsden. Appreciate it. How do you win the goodie bag? You need to watch tomorrow's video, which is all about the eBay Open and the tips that I've got from it. And there will be instructions in the said video how to enter. Thank you, Ian. Love my duck, you. I'm just waiting to see if Steve wants to... Steve's eBay goods. What were you asking? What was the question, Steve? Was it to do with the duck races? If you're not sure how to enter the duck race, right, when this show finishes, which is going to be in about 1 minute, to enter next week's duck race, you need to come back in 5 minutes to this stream on my channel and make a comment on this video. And that will gain you entry into next week's duck race. Hopefully that was what you were asking. No, it wasn't what you were asking. I meant the eBay stuff. You was going on about how do you get to go to the eBay Open event. They put out an invite, Steve. They put out an invite to people that you could sign up to the eBay Open. I think it's all sold out now anyway. It's all fully booked. So there's only this one in Manchester, and then later this week I think it's London, and then that's it. But they do other things. They do like the eBay road shows and stuff. So I'd look out for them perhaps next year. They might do some more road shows. Thanks and get well soon to Belle. I'll pass on everyone's good wishes for Belle. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Only doctors can read it. Right, guys. I think we're done. I've covered everything on my list, and now I'm going to go to bed. My throat's seizing up. You watch now. If I've got bloody COVID, I'm going to kill her. I literally am going to kill her. Right. We're all done. We're all done for tonight. There's no Belle end. Unfortunately, she's in bed. All the new people are like, the Belle end? What are you talking about? Yeah, Belle normally closes the show with some words of wisdom, but she's not here, so we're not gonna take her glory away. Anyway, everybody, stay safe. We'll see you soon. Don't forget tomorrow's video on the eBay Open. Thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you want to catch up on another one of my videos, you can try one like this or one like this. They're both good ones. Give it a go, or you can subscribe by pressing this button here. There you go. See you later.